So, in a couple of weeks, I'll be moving back to my dorm at college. I've made these styrofoams over the last couple months, most of them that are currently visible in my room. I had to move some of the styrofoams that were here into the closet, and one is currently still here. This bin is meant for stuff I'll be bringing back to college, while this bin will be going to the basement. The styrofoams are safer from the elements within a bin than within being out in the open. Now, these are paintings I got from, I believe, the last time me and my family went to the Cornhill Festival. And this, I believe it was a Christmas present, though I don't think it was necessarily a Christmas present for me. Regardless, it's currently in my room. This is an old picture of me, and this is a prop I created for a Dan Hamming episode. A character I made for a relatively modern Dan Hamming episode. I came up with a term for this drawer known as the Drawer of Memories because it contains a lot of old things. I recently gave blood for the 18th time, but this is not from that time. I, in particular, got a yellow sticker, a plain small yellow circular sticker. I believe that tag is from a recent special event that I attended some time ago during my college days. I'll be heading into my senior year. This award is from my senior year in high school when I was on the track team. This award is for Most Improved, but it says MIP, which I believe stands for Most Improved Player. And it was fun to be on the track team. I believe track has, out of all the sports you could join in high school, I believe that track had the least luck to it. Your success, or how you did, was dependent entirely on your skill. That's why I believe I joined the track team. Some of this stuff can also go back with me to college. while others are probably from my high school days or earlier. A while back, there was a cleanup operation to get the walls of my room painted the color they are now. Basically, a light shade of gray. And I believe there used to be some kind of picture hanging here. This is the styrofoam I entered into the first Discord Iron Rage community fan art contest. I tried to be as accurate with the character in terms of drawing and colors as I could. I believe back then I had a limited supply of Sharpie markers, but now I have quite a bit. This book is an old book that I've had for a long time. I believe it's from 2009. The curtains were hung up only just today. And it's good that these curtains are now hung up because it'll mean less light reflecting into the room, which will hopefully mean a cooler room. And also it protects any styrofoams that remain in here from the sunlight fading the marker. This closet contains the 2 styrofoams I made as part of the post-trip homework assignments I chose for myself in order to basically describe my experiences in going to Italy and Greece back in early to mid-January. It's for that study abroad trip that I had to answer that, yes, I had been outside the United States and Canada within the last 3 years. While I was doing my rapid pass for the blood donation, I did, I believe, on the 9th of August. I could potentially use this to keep track of the supplements I take, which include this because I try to donate blood as often as I can. I, in particular, found this pencil sharpener and some of these pencils, I think most of them, from this bin that's currently in my room. I have some of my Lego army, also known as all the Lego minifigurines that I own. I have a small portion of in my room, but most of them are currently in the basement. Same for my styrofoams. This looks like a lot, but this is actually just a small portion of all the ones I've made since 2013. For a long time, whenever I finished a styrofoam, I would take a video of that styrofoam. However, it's been a long time since I did that, so it's possible this is the first time you may be seeing these styrofoams in particular. After I stopped giving styrofoams their own videos, that's typically when I featured them as prop characters in Dan Hamming episodes. And a prop character is when you take a static image and basically make them a character by providing text-to-speech audio lines to them. Whether you do that by making a character off-screen and having them lip-sync, or by going on a website like VoiceForge and using a third-party application like what I typically use, audio streaming service, and record the text-to-speech voices you make on VoiceForge. Though for me in particular, Microsoft Edge updated the browser after I had to reset my computer for something. I in particular didn't go out of my way to update it because I was afraid that Flash Player would no longer work on Microsoft Edge if I did that, and I was fine with how Microsoft Edge worked before, but for me, Microsoft Edge still works pretty fine. The only reason I still get asked if I want to run Flash Player is because my current version of Adobe Flash is currently out of date. I think I might update it, but we'll have to see. I made these flashcards back in high school. Most of them, anyway. These are some of my college textbooks. This is a Christmas present that my dad got me. And I'm not supposed to drink this because it's an old Coca-Cola that's at least a few decades old. My mom found this while she was hanging up the curtains. My family is currently off at a dentist appointment, but I already had my scheduled appointment. I got this while I was in Italy. I was given this on my first day. This is the TJM box of stuff. A while back I put some random items in here. I, in particular, used to play The Sims 3, and I used to play an MMO called If I remember correctly, Star... It's some sort of MMO that has to do with humanity at least 1,000 years in the future becoming a civilization that explores the stars. Because I think something happened to their original home planet in this game. Just like any MMO, it's a game that features PvP elements. Though I don't remember if they featured PvE elements. I've only ever created one screenshot from me playing that game, and it's found within the Dan Hemming Cards Against Humanity episodes. I believe I got this either at the Cornhill Festival or the Grease Ridge Mall. I'm more confident on the Grease Ridge Mall. I believe I got this from college. It's made out of recycled plastic that was found in the ocean. I definitely got this from the Cornhill Festival. The person who made this once offered to help me do an art show for my styrofoams, but I couldn't do it because I had to go on a camping trip for one of my high school classes. In particular, I think it was an outdoors themed PE class. I believe it had a focus on things like a trust building exercise, archery, and camping. I believe this is from high school. Otherwise, I have no idea how this got here. I believe I got this in particular from a part-time job fair that I attended at Brockport. The Union, typically. That's from when I used to play The Sims 3. I could always start again, but I'm currently working on the 99th Dan Hemming episode. I, in particular, managed to finish updating Rapper Offline late last night. This composition book is currently blank, pretty much completely blank. I think I might use this composition book to try and help me work on Dan Hemming episodes. I think after this, what's in the TJM box of stuff is mostly markers, a box of crayons, a pair of scissors and a quarter, and a penny. This quarter in particular It's a Virginia state quarter. For my beginner Spanish class, I wrote a essay arguing why Puerto Rico should become a state. There is momentum for it, though I do remember how the federal government didn't treat Puerto Rico very fairly during the aftermath of Hurricane, I believe, Maria. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. In particular, the room was painted first, then I believe these pictures came up, then I believe this one came up. This is a camera picture of me as a Union soldier that I had drawn while at an amusement park over the summer because the Union soldiers fought to free the slaves. There may also be an element of keeping the Union together in order to show the world that democracy could work at the time, but there's also an element of freeing the slaves. I have multiple thumb drives with currently most of the Dan Hamming episodes. I've yet to create a thumb drive with all of them, all 98 that are currently available on YouTube, but for all thumb drives, I believe, all the thumb drives that have Dan Hamming episodes, I believe the ballpark is between 93 episodes and 97 episodes. So most of them are backed up on several thumb drives. Due to the retirement of the Legacy Video Maker on Vyond, I can't re-download the episodes. What adds to the complications is that a lot of the modern episodes were edited on Windows Movie Maker, though as for the 99th episode, I'm currently trying to edit that one on Camtasia. 2019 is the version, I believe.